Have you ever found yourself in a situation with your back against a wall and there seemed to be no way out? Well, you're not alone. Throughout the Bible, there are stories that found people in similar situations. The Hebrews, led by Moses, found themselves in a drastic situation like this. The Red Sea in front of them and the Egyptian army behind them. They started to blame Moses, who put them in that situation. Isn't that the way we react when we experience something like this? Blame is so easy. But it was not over yet. You can find the rest of the story in Exodus chapter 14. What about Joseph, who became a slave, not by his own doing? Then he became a prisoner, and again, not by anything he did to deserve it. He could have given up hope because he seemed to be forgotten with nothing good in his future, but it wasn't over yet. You can find the whole story in Genesis chapters 37 to 50. The Israelite army was facing the Philistine army led by Goliath. The NIV states that Goliath was over 9 feet tall, and the Message states he was nearly 10 feet tall. Whatever, that's pretty tall, because the rim of a basketball court is 10 feet. Try standing under the net and then look up. Anyway, this Goliath was challenging the Israelite army to fight him. No one would fight him, and I don't blame them. But it was not over yet, because a young boy named David accepted the challenge, and this is found in 1 Samuel chapter 17. Now King Nebuchadnezzar made an image of gold. When the horn, flute, zither, lyre, harp, pipes, and all kinds of music sounded, everyone was to bow down and worship the image. 3 Hebrew men refused to bow down and were thrown into a fiery furnace to be burned to a crisp. But it was not over yet for them. Daniel chapter 3 has the rest of that story. Mary and Martha had a brother named Lazarus who had died. They had sent for Jesus when Lazarus was still alive, but Jesus didn't come to heal him. And all was lost, because now Lazarus was dead and buried for 4 days. But it wasn't over yet. Jesus finally came, and you probably know the rest of this story found in John's Gospel, chapter 11. Finally, I want to share a story I read in a book by John Ortberg. It goes something like this. There were 2 men in a museum who saw a painting of a chess game. One character in the painting looked like a man. The other looked very much like the devil. The man was down to his last piece. The title of the painting was Checkmate. One of the 2 men looking at the painting was an international chess champion. As he studied the painting, he said, "Something about the painting bothers me. We must locate the man who painted this piece. We must tell him he must either change the painting or change the title." When asked why, he said, "The title Checkmate is wrong. The king still has one more move." Well, you see, over 2,000 years ago, a man named Jesus entered Jerusalem, and on Good Friday he was judged, whipped, beaten, mocked, and hung on a cross to die. Everyone said, "That's it. Won't hear or see from him again." But it wasn't over yet. You see, the king still had one more move. When you have your back against the wall and you don't know where to turn to the one who experienced it all, because it ain't over yet. A former baseball player who became a baseball manager was well known for his comments, some funny and some confusing. Yogi Berra would say about a baseball game that it ain't over till the fat lady sings. That may just be another way of saying it. Personally, I like it to say it isn't over yet, because the king still has one more move.